What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Reverse Hive. I'm Sutherland, and we're back with more of the Precinct. So we just got some information about how basically the August gang is kind of running roughshod over the city, or I should say Averno City. Um, so we're gonna get some more information about that here pretty quick. But we should be meeting our detectives here in the next shift or two. So without further ado, let's move on.
Hey, Rook. Chief wants to see you in his office.
Okay. Well, usually that's not the greatest. Usually when the chief wants to see you, something's going on.
In any case, we're going to need to keep this quiet, even here in the shop. This is not for general consumption.
Got it.
Ah, Cordell, come in. I want you to meet Detectives Lee and Ferreira, our top investigators working the organized crime beat.
Heard about your baptism by fire at the bank the other day.
Yeah, log 200 more like that and you'll be a real Averno cop.
I don't know, look at him. I think he's got it in his bones. It's good to meet you, Cordell. Your pop was one of my heroes.
That'll be all, gentlemen. So, Cordell, it seems your work at the bank the other day turned up a promising lead. We discovered a print on a dropped weapon. It matched someone who wasn't even at the scene. A Mr. Michael Mackenzie, rich guy, lives in a mansion on the north side. Tactical paid him a visit a few minutes ago, but it seems he was tipped off. Soon as they breached, he sped off out the back. We're scrambling an aerial unit to track the vehicle now.
Excuse me, sir. Bird is fueled, ready for wheels up in 2.
Martinez, this is Officer Cordell. He'll be with you on this operation.
A rookie, sir? Is this the right time for...
It's the right time for you to obey orders, Flight Officer.
Yes, sir. See you up top, Cordell. We gotta move.
I authorized you on this mission because I was impressed by your performance at the bank, Cordell. Don't make me regret this decision. Now get up there.
So it is kind of cool. The chief is throwing us a bone.
Let's go, Rook. We don't got all day.
So I'll sprint up to the helipad. Get on board the bird here. But it's cool since you're instrumental in the bank robbery shootout that he authorizes this.
Vehicle identified on...
Let's see. So we've got our helicopter controls. I'll go ahead and ascend us.
Fenwick intersection 6.
Okay. So 700 and something odd meters this way. So this is basically your, like, if you've ever watched a California police chase on TV, kind of what you're doing here.
Last spotted on Fenwick intersection 7.
He's cruising. But we're basically going to be the eye in the sky on this one. The goal in the helicopter missions is to keep that spotlight on the suspect vehicle. So he's driving pretty fast, so we're going to have to try to get up here.
Vehicle was last seen in Litchfield.
He's this way up. I think that might be him. Yep.
There he is.
Got him.
He is moving. Hawk 12, maintain position behind target vehicle.
Alright, we got him.
Work a spotlight, keep it glued to the perp, and call in backup as you need it.
Cool. So we got backup ready to come in. We'll call in a cruiser.
10-4. Suspect vehicle last spotted in Linden West.
What's good with what's the good of having a helicopter following a vehicle if you don't need ground units to intercept, right?
Need backup at my location.
Get another unit there. Oh, nice little head-on. Looks like this pursuit's over. Yep, they got him.
Hawk 12 to Central, aerial pursuit has been terminated.
Hawk 12, you are cleared to return to command.
Yeah, these things can be entirely random based on how the ground units behave and their AI. It has been a second update.
Excellent police work, Cordell. Let's hope it gives us something solid to go on before the August gang strikes again.
Kelly, Cordell, a word.
What's shaking, Kowalski?
Why don't you take Cordell out and show him how we handle reckless driving in this town?
By promoting the cops that do it most?
I'm not kidding around, Kelly. We need collars. The mayor's been making noise about quality of life crimes. It's in our interest to show him some numbers on that.
Let me guess. Election year.
Oh, so you wait till you're retired to start paying attention to how this city works?
It's amazing what almost being a civilian will do. Come on, Rook. Let's go make the streets safe for some local politicians' careers.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, there's definitely some randomness to it. There was a major patch when I was first playing through the campaign, and then now the second major patch dropped like a day or two before I started recording. So it may have changed the behaviors a
You
little
take
bit.
the wheel, kid.
So
You're only going to learn this kind of thing by doing it yourself.
So today is car stop training.
On vehicle patrols, you want to keep an eye out for speeders and erratic drivers. Drive slow, eyes open. If we see someone breaking the law, I'll guide you.
Okay, so you double tap L1 to blip the siren.
Get behind a vehicle to check their speed.
Kind of stuck, Kelly. That blue sports car looks like he's cruising pretty fast. See if when he gets some open road, if he wants to continue to be a speed demon.
We got a live one, kid. Get behind them and blip the siren and make them pull over.
Okay, got him.
Check their ID, then issue the fine. In that order.
Central, requesting a 1029 on the subject.
Affirmative, stand by.
Okay.
Speeding like that deserves a fine.
84, no infractions on record.
Okay,
Right call.
so there we go. Road home girl a sight. Is she driving too fast? Alright. So once this comes down here to this, that looked like.
If you're struggling to find speeders, the highways are a good bet.
Let's say this green sports car certainly seems like he may be. Maybe not. Or that guy.
Get behind a vehicle to check their speed.
I am Kelly. That's the only thing is Kelly can get kind of annoying because he'll say the same dumb stuff. Lord. What's going on with the AI? Oh, there we
Same
go.
routine as before. Get on their tail and blip the siren. Central, we'll take that. Okay, go check their ID, but don't issue a fine just yet.
This driver was kind of weaving a bit, so makes me wonder if maybe there's some alcohol.
Dispatch, I
Yep.
need an ID check.
First thing,
Base for records.
smells of alcohol.
I smell booze. Ask them to exit the vehicle and then perform a breath test.
All right. Get
Now
her.
ask them to blow into the breathalyzer.
Personally, I would have escorted her over to the sidewalk
You just
before doing
got
that.
your first DUI, partner. Go ahead and make the arrest.
All right.
You have
Call
the
an
right to
escort
remain
unit to
silent.
take our suspect to the precinct.
So we'll call for an escort unit. And let's get in our vehicle and we'll go. Apologize for that.
You won't always be able to tell if a car is speeding, which is why we check their speed.
Okay. And I apologize for the cut there. I'm just getting over pneumonia. So I had a major coughing fit just now. About to pull this taxi over just on principle.
Get behind a vehicle to check their speed. Speeders are out in force today.
Oh,
You kid.
Oh, you want to go? Let's go. Get after it.
Vehicle identified in Linden West. We have units on standby if required.
No. What did they do? They put it like a four banger for my Toyota Corolla in this car? Jesus Christ, this is
Last
slow.
spotted in Ramona.
Civilian down!
84 received.
It's a flame out!
Book 'em, Dano.
You have the right to remain silent. Central, requesting a 1029 on the subject.
Affirmative, standby. 84, no infractions on record.
Okay, they're sober. Yeah, we can add evading officer to their rap sheet.
Okay, we're gonna take this guy back ourselves, apparently. I will say, for being right next to an exploding vehicle, our car held up fairly well. It is... Good job, Kelly. My main complaint about the primary cruiser, for being the workhorse of the department, it is horrendously slow. Like, I should not be getting...
Get the detainee from the back seat and take him inside.
Yeah, shut up, Kelly. Yeah, I really shouldn't be getting smoked by a freaking taxi. But it seems like all the cars in this game are faster than the police cruiser. It's like the department really had some budget cuts or something. We'll book them ourselves. And there we go. And then just for flavor's sake, I like
Quit struggling.
to escort these guys into the holding cell myself. Okay. So we got that guy booked. We're all done for the day. So let's go end our shift.
Kelly, Cordell, Chief wants to see you. He's gonna be at Kavanaugh's. I think that's a bar over at the plaza.
Oh, come on. We're about to clock out.
Yeah, I don't write the messages. I just read them.
Come on, kid. Guess I'd rather torpedo my evening than torpedo my pension.
Okay. Alrighty, get our vehicle. So here's the funny part. I can drive off without Kelly. Ah. Wow. He's still running. I say there will come a point where he will, yep, there he is, magically teleport into the car. So if you see the wait for Kelly thing, like, you don't have to. Especially if there will be times where you're on a time limit and you really just can't wait for Kelly's dumbass to run all the way over and get in the car. It's like you just drive off, he'll pop in. So there's Monk's Cafe. That's a Seinfeld reference, as that's the place where Seinfeld and his friends would always meet up. Monk's. Anyway, let's go to Kavanaugh's. Little Irish bar here.
Thanks for joining us. Now that we're all here, I want to introduce you to Antonio. He's got inside information about the August gang, and he's willing to share.
Just out of the goodness of his own heart, huh?
Let's just say the department has a certain amount of leverage here. Antonio is opting to act in his own self-interest.
Jail doesn't suit my delicate constitution. I have a feeling you'd do the same in my shoes.
That's why you won't find me in your shoes.
Gentlemen, let's stow the chatter and get to work. Antonio says he can give us the leader of the August gang.
Mr. Nobody.
The question mark.
Oh, he's got a name. Matthew Costa.
Oh, yeah? And where do we find this Mr. Costa?
He's holed up in the steel mill. That's been the August gang's main base for the past 2 months.
I've mobilized a SWAT unit for tonight. We don't want to risk them moving again, and I'm worried we have some loose lips in the precinct.
No time like the present.
Hell yeah.
Cordell and Kelly, I want you there with Ferreira and Lee as part of the backup squad. Let's suit up and load out. Antonio, we appreciate you risking your skin to give us this intel.
Oh, anything for our boys in blue.
Yeah, whatever you say. Ferreira, you ready?
You bet your ass.
Ground team, on me. We'll hold this position by the door and watch for runners. These goons aren't expecting us, so we should catch them off guard. Breach team, begin your approach. Remember, Costa is your primary target. We want him alive. According to our source, he's in a red jacket. On my mark, 3, 2, 1, mark.
Police, freeze! My squad is outnumbered. I need reinforcements now!
Ground team, get in there!
Alright, so we're gonna head on in. Apparently we all have to kick the
Got
door.
a positive ID on the leader, sir. He's in a red jacket. That's your We need fire. He's running.
Take him down! Suspect is
One.
down.
Taking a lot of fire.
Shots fired!
Down.
Take him down! Central. Suspect
Yeah,
is
well-aimed rounds are
He's shooting!
okay. So I'm completely out of ammo. So I gotta run over here. Restock. I'm gonna take that opportunity to actually push up on them because I'm just using a handgun.
Suspect down.
It's a lot easier for me to blast fools with a handgun at short range than it is at long range.
Shots fired!
There we go.
One less bad guy.
Tagged him. Reload real quick.
He's shooting!
Behind that.
Take her down!
We'll take the opportunity to restock. Get behind cover. That was a very lucky headshot. That was a decent shot.
Shots fired!
One last dude. Nice.
He's running!
That's great. Let me top off on ammo. We'll get after him. There he is. Try to tase him. And I see guys up there holding rifles. So, yeah. Okay. Got one. Well, that was annoying. So now, this is the force restraint where it's basically you're fighting the guy. And
You have the right to remain silent.
got his rights. So, yeah, the force restraint is basically you mash square to grapple with the guy, and whoever wins, you know, takes the other person to the ground.
Dispatch, I need an ID check.
Received. Checking now. Records indicate prior criminal activity.
I will say it's pretty janky if I can't just blast a dude with 6 rounds point blank like that.
You got this, kid?
Like, the fact that I had to, like, back up and aim. It's like the dude's literally standing in front of me, like, 2 feet away. Only 6 rounds with 1 in reserve. Let's restock our ammo. I don't think we're going to get into a gunfight on the way to the station.
It's a long while to make trouble out here. Now you're going to be with us for a good while longer.
You got the wrong guy.
Tell it to the judge, numbnuts.
Alright, out he goes.
Just relax, will ya?
Take him in the station, book him real quick. We got him for RICO and evading arrest. So RICO is like racketeering, mafia style charges. All right, and this officer is going to take him back to the jail cell. Perfect. So we have to go to the God. We have to go to the briefing room to talk about this. Help my partner walk in the door there.
All right, officers. Organized crime has finished their initial sweep of the steel mill. They have confirmed it was the August Gang's primary base of operations. The DA is satisfied that we have enough evidence to prosecute Matthew Costa as the leader of the organization.
That mean we finally get a little peace and quiet around here?
You know how this works, Sergeant. We take down one scumbag, the rest scramble to fill the void. My gut says the other gangs will be out in force in the coming days, trying to become the new kings of the hill. Our job is to stop them. But that's for tomorrow. Tonight, we sleep the sleep of the just. Good work, all of you. Dismissed. Except you, Cordell. My office.
Of course. Yeah, sorry for any jump cuts I'm going to have to make.
Your father would have been proud of what you did today, Cordell. I know he inspired you to enlist in the ACPD. And if that motivates you to be a good cop, I'm all for it.
Thank you, sir.
I've been meaning to clear the air about something else as well. You might have heard things, but I want you to get it straight from me. The department did everything we could to track down your father's killer. I headed the investigation myself, but on a case this big, in a town this dirty, no one wants to step forward for fear of catching a bullet of their own. Was it random, intentional, someone sick in the head? We just don't know. And those are the risks we sign up for every day we put on this uniform. Trying to figure it all out will just drive you crazy. Like I said, your father would have been proud to see you in that uniform, and he would have wanted you to focus on keeping the city safe. Speaking of which, I want you to start working with Detectives Ferreira and Lee on your next shift. They're going to have their hands full with the garbage that will show up and try to fill the August Gang's shoes, and I have a feeling they'll be keeping you more than busy. Dismiss, Cordell.
Yeah, so that's the intro portion. Like I said, I apologize in advance for any jump cuts I have to make during these. Purely because I'm still recovering from pneumonia, and the cough I have is ridiculous. It just won't go away. Anyway, so the West Averno bridges are open. So this is opening up a whole new portion of the city to us. Right there you can see there's the sports stadium, the Coliseum. It's like a hockey stadium. As we go through here, you're going to see there's also a Little Italy area. And the docks. So yeah, like right there you're going to see there's Little Italy to the right there. And yeah, this is just another extra area for us to go patrol and cruise around. You'll see the city is broken up into different patrol beats. That's like a 4-horse square. But the city's broken up into different patrol beats, and it'll actually... Well, later on, we're going to get to choose our area, our type of assignment. Eventually, we're able to make our own custom assignment. But it's kind of a cool mechanic. And this city is a decent size. It's not like It's not like Los Santos from GTA 5 big, but it's a decent size for the dev studio that is running it. And honestly, they did a decent job of running this and kind of making a decent cop simulator that's still fun and doesn't get too much into the nitty-gritty, mundane stuff. Anyway, that last thing you saw was the park memorial for Nick Cordell Sr., who is the main character's dad, who was killed in the line of duty. Cold Steel. Police get the jump on the August Gang at Mill headquarters by Bree Bookman. Apparently she also does not just TV reporting, but print. August Gang leader revealed. Costa in custody. With the K, very nice. Inside job. August Gang leader killed after less than 24 hours behind bars. That's interesting. Because that way he can't talk to anybody.
I wish I could say otherwise, but it's a royal mess out there today. Chandler, Sayers, take Brookhaven.
You got it, boss.
Christie, Selby, make sure things stay on the rails in the east.
On it.
Cordell, Kelly, Chief wants you to have a chat with Detectives Lee and Ferrara before you set out on patrol.
Will do, Kowalski. What do you know, kid? They got you talking to the detectives already. You must be doing something right.
Yep. It's pretty high speed to be working with the detective squad already. Let's see what's up.
Hey, Cordell, Kelly, it's good to see you. We're going to be ramping up our gang enforcement in the coming days based on some strong leads we've been getting, and we wanted to loop you in.
The two main gangs in our sights are the Jawheads, my little problem, and Crimson Serpent. Those dopes are being handled by Detective Lee.
While you're out on the beat, we want you to keep your eye out for gang members committing crimes. Once you've resolved the immediate situation, be on the alert for any additional evidence they might have dropped.
If you're able to arrest a gang member, you can also find additional clues by searching them. To take these gangs down, we're going to need enough evidence to make the charges stick.
For now, you can leave the paperwork to us. When you find something, take it to Eugene up in the evidence room. He'll link it to our active cases and keep us posted. Once we get enough evidence, we can try to take down the leaders.
The chief says he wants you in the ocean, but not so deep it's over your head. These might be the biggest operations the precinct runs, but we still need worker bees to take care of the nitty-gritty. That's where you come in. You're on what we like to call run around and deal with crap we don't want to duty. Like talking to that scumbag Antonio.
Antonio says he'll pass us info at particular times and places. You'll go pick it up for us. Sometimes it'll be at Kavanaugh's. If he can't make it there, he'll call a prearranged payphone. He says it's the only way he can stay safe. What a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but thankfully for us, he's your pain in the ass. You want to wear the blues? You gotta pay your dues.
We all did it coming up.
Damn right. Oh, while you're up, go ahead and take this to Eugene in the evidence room. He'll talk you through his organization system.
Alright, so we've been given vital evidence on the Crimson Serpent Gang. You'll see how this works. Basically, as you go around busting criminals, some of them will be associated with one of the two street gangs that are vying for control now that the August Gang left a void. So as you collect that evidence and turn it in at the end of shift, it'll add up to a ticker. We'll see how it goes.
Hey, Cordell. Thanks for bringing this in. I guess now's a good time to talk you through how I keep track of the evidence. Take a look. Averno's gangs all have a hierarchy. We don't want to go after the big boss before we can make the charges stick. To do that, we need evidence. As you gather materials from crime scenes, I'll track the evidence against the gangster's photo. When the detectives think we have enough to make a case, they'll put together an operation to bring 'em in. We work our way up the chain. We get the low-level guys, and they lead us to the captain. We get the captain, and they lead us to the underboss. Eventually, we'll have enough of a foundation to target the gang's boss, arrest them, and shut down the gang for good. That Crimson Serpent evidence you just gave me is now logged in the right spot. Bring me more and we'll start filling out the picture. Not all of the evidence you gather will be related to the gangs, but anything that connects to an active gangster will end up in here, logged against the appropriate person. Good luck out there.
Alright, so that's why it's important. I mentioned earlier looking for gang indicia, so vehicles or clothing that they're wearing that have the symbols on it, because that way you know you're dealing with an active gang member. Try to find a reason for stop them, vehicle code violation, or you can try to consent contact them as you walk down the street, do a Terry frisk, and then go from there. So let's talk to Detective Lee.
You ready to get going on Crimson Serpent?
Yeah.
Tell me what you know about them.
The Serpents have been a player in Averno's drug and arms trade for a few years. It used to be all Chinese, but these days, the place is a regular melting pot. The leader's name is Charles Wong. He tries to play himself off as an upstanding local business leader, but we all know he's got a broader definition of business than most people. Guy's slippery as hell, but he keeps his hands clean. And his profile high, just to spite us. I can't wait for the day we take that smug slimeball down.
How's the investigation going?
Slow. Sometimes I just want these people to get a whole lot less civilized so we could take the gloves off. But that's me. I used to be in tactical. Still miss the adrenaline. These days it's more paperwork and less battering rams for me, but you get us the goods on these guys, you better believe we're rolling in hard. Our first order of business is Gia Weaver. New to the scene, but very arrogant. Looking to make a name for herself. You keep an eye out for evidence. I'll see if we can link it to her.
Alright, now we'll go talk to Kowalski. Hello there, Lieutenant. Okay, so we have one shift assignment that we are able to do, and that is a foot patrol for 6 hours in the area of Chinatown and Bakersfield. So we'll take it. Dispatch will notify you of crimes across the city. Get to the scene, bring the situation under control as quickly as you can. Alright. And that's exactly what we're going to do in the next episode. So until then, take care. I'll catch you all next time.